Hey guys, I'm going to do a little bit of a stippling for this 870 Remington ATI folding stock. I'm going to be doing this textured area right here that it already comes with. It's basically supposed to be some kind of non-slip surface. It's okay, but I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. I'm using the basic, the average tip, I guess you'd call it. It's got a little bit of a rounded end to it. Not exactly sharp like some of the others. And I'm using, of course, the new Weller wood burning 15-piece kit. Alright, so now this is going to go pretty quick. This thing is preheated and it will be pretty quick. Just quick, short dabs, no pushing in, just basic pressure. Just like that. And what this does is it creates that raised crown that comes up around the tip and goes over it. Now basically the less crowning you have, the less friction you'll gain. My goal is I don't want this to be like a sandpaper, 20 grit sandpaper. I want it to be fairly comfortable, but yet easy to maintain when it's wet outside, snow, ice, any buildup, anything like that. Give it a really good texture with not over aggressiveness. This area is going to get done here. The whole thing is going to get done except for along this line right here, which I'll outline with the... As you can see, it leaves a nice little, and then I'll basically fill in this whole area. But right now, I'm just going to give you a little preview. Well, this is all I'm going to do on camera, basically, is this area right here. Takes a steady little hand. Definitely don't want to have shaky hands for this. And I'm not really going crazy with any type of pressure. I'm just letting it guide itself. I could even go faster than this. That gives you your basic texture. Real simple to do, and then you can kind of sit there and outline it like that. Create a clean spot for the different texture that's coming in right along the line. Just kind of give it that. And that will create my bumper to where the next pattern is going to come in. Now, when I change patterns, I'm probably going to be going with something like, well, let me see if I can even find it. Here it is. Probably thinking of going with this tip. This is the one that looks like it's the retainer for the buffer spring and buffer in an air buttstock. The one that goes right in the lower. It's got a little bit fatter of a head than this one. And that will probably do this main area. Now, one thing I've noticed, even though I put this tip on there, with some tightness to it, it's loosened up as this thing is heated up. Now, of course, you don't want to just grab hold of this thing. And I don't think I have my multi-tool sitting right next to me. Yeah, I don't. But it's something you just want to make sure. Let it heat up. Grab a little multi-tool. Give it a little, little turn. Make sure it's a little bit tighter. and then you're good to go. But this is not rocket science, guys. This is something anybody can do. If you're worried, you know what you could even do? You could order the flat, like the Glock mag plates for the bottom of a Glock, or the extender. I think they're only a couple bucks. You could practice on that before you go straight to your firearm. Just to give you something, try to find some hard plastic. It's got to be something like a Zytel or something like that. Something like some type of polymer that the firearm would be made out of. If it's one of the plastic firearms. So just something to think about. It's real simple. I'm not going to go over and do this whole thing on camera. Real simple, real easy. This probably whole handle, the whole grip would probably take me about an hour, and that includes letting this thing cool off while I change to a different tip for the outlying area. Of course, in this area, I'm probably going to use the very fine pointed tip. Let's see if I can get that out. This is the real fine pointed tip. I'll probably use that for some areas. Not exactly sure where. I do want to keep this area clear of any, because I don't want to create any undue traction when I'm trying to work the safety or work the trigger. Other than that, that's probably most likely the only areas where I'm going to be stippling just this whole pistol grip, with the exception of this area. And like I said, I'll be doing different patterns from this. This is going to be, the generic is going to be the one that goes in here. Other than that, this Weller stippling tool, which is actually a wood burning tool, has worked out great. And it just goes down like that. No problems. It sits down like this. It's not going to burn anything. It does come with a little stand. But just a little view of let you guys see what I'm doing here. Really easy to do. You take your time. You could even, like I said, you can even go faster. I'm going real fast right now, and it's doing just about the same thing because I'm adding a little pressure with the speed. Instead of going slow and no pressure, I'm going fast with a little pressure. But you could basically, once you get really good with something like this, all your buddies and everything like that will want you to step other handguns, and who knows, you make a few bucks off it. Like I said, the reason why I like doing this myself is because every time I look to have it done, it's like $150, and they literally do the same thing. Some of them will have a fancy head that's just like this, except for it's got a bunch of spikes on it. So, like a bunch of spikes on it, so they could stipple whole areas at once. I wouldn't mind finding where they get those. I think they're custom made, to be honest. But one of these days I'll take a look at getting one of those or making it myself. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to show you this thing in action. It's stippling, and just a generic 870 Remington with the ATI folding stock and the pistol grip. And it's going to get a nice little stipple job. A little traction additive, and see how it looks when it's done. Thanks, guys, for watching. Have a good day.